Correspondence with debenture holders. Part 2. Specimen letters. First, letter of allotment of debentures. When a company allots debentures to the applicant, letter of allotment of debentures is sent to the debenture holders. This letter of allotment is to be preserved by the debenture holder, as he gets debenture certificate in exchange of this letter. This letter contains the details of issue of debentures, which is number of debentures applied, number of debentures allotted, distinctive number of debentures, amount received, types of debentures, rate of interest, maturity date, etc. Second, payment of interest. Debenture capital is a loan or borrowed capital of a company. Debenture holders are the creditors and get fixed rate of interest as a return on their investment in debentures. Interest is a debt. It does not depend upon profits. Company pays interest through interest warrant sent along with this letter. This letter contains details such as number of debentures, distinctive numbers, gross amount of interest payable, TDS deducted, net amount of interest payable, etc. Board resolution is required for the payment of interest on debentures. The company pays interest through arrest warrant and electronically. A. Interest warrant. Payment of interest through interest warrant. B. Electronic payment of interest. Payment through electronic mode, ECS, NEFT, etc. Third, conversion of debentures. Convertible debentures are the debentures which are converted into equity shares on the expiry of specified period and at a specified rate mentioned in the terms of issue. After receiving letter of option, the secretary sends letter informing the debenture holders that the debentures are converted into equity shares. It also states that the share certificate will be issued to them in due course, or it may be sent along with this letter. Company has to get approval of shareholders by passing special resolution at the extraordinary general meeting for conversion of debentures into equity shares. After receiving the approval, the company sends letter of convergence of debentures to debenture holders. Fourth, redemption of debentures. Letter of redemption of debentures is issued to the debenture holders whose debentures are to be redeemed after the specified period. A debenture redemption reserve fund (DRRF) is created by the company for the purpose of redemption of debentures. Debenture redemption form is sent along with this letter. This form and necessary documents have to be submitted by the debenture holders to the company for further procedure of redemption. This letter informs the debenture holders that their debentures have become due for redemption. Summary. Debenture is a borrowed capital of the company. Debenture holder is creditor of the company. They receive interest as return on investment. They have less risk as they get back their capital prior to shareholders in case of winding up of the company. Debentures may be secured by creating a charge over the assets of the company. The secretary has to correspond with debenture holders under special circumstances such as allotment of debentures, payment of interest through interest warrant or electronically, conversion of debentures into equity shares, redemption of debentures, etc. Various points like politeness, prompt response, compliance with the legal provisions, transparency, conciseness, etc. to be considered by the secretary while corresponding with the debenture holders. Correspondence with depositors. Introduction. Deposit is a short-term source of finance of the company, and it is used in order to satisfy short-term working capital needs of the company. Company cannot accept deposits for a period less than 6 months or more than 36 months. The company is liable to pay regular interest on the deposits at a fixed rate along with the principal amount on maturity. Company secretary has to conduct correspondence with depositors regarding acceptance of deposits, payment of interest on deposits, renewal of deposits, repayment of deposits, and so on. Secretary conducts such correspondence on behalf of the company and also as per the instruction of the board of directors. The secretary should be very cautious and careful while corresponding with depositors of the company. Precautions to be taken by the secretary while corresponding with depositors. The following precautions or points to be kept in mind by the secretary while corresponding with depositors. Number 1. Legal provisions. The secretary should ensure that provisions relating to invitation, acceptance, renewal, and repayment of deposits are duly complied with by the company while corresponding with depositors. Secretary should observe the legal provisions. Second, courtesy. Polite replies are essential while writing letters to the depositors. Rude words should be strictly avoided. Third, prompt response. The secretary should give prompt replies to the queries and complaints of the depositors without any delay. Fourth, accuracy. Letter written to the depositors should be accurate and precise. Factual and correct information should be provided to them. Fifth, image and goodwill. While writing letters, the secretary has to maintain the goodwill of the company. Sixth, you attitude. Letter should be written from depositors' point of view after taking into consideration the requirements of the depositors. Seventh, conciseness. The letters must be concise, i.e., short, brief, and to the point. Unnecessary and irrelevant information should be avoided. 8. Maximum secrecy. It is necessary to maintain maximum secrecy as regards secretarial correspondence with depositors.